which is another interesting name. We saw him in the Elite Series with Envy Academy, and he had quite a few question marks on him to do with his ability.
That's very true. It'll be quite curious to see how he does perform. Trials, though, or Hyper, as he wished to be called. Do you remember that? You see his tweets? He was curious about changing his name. He wanted to rebrand to Hyper, and then everyone said, don't do that.
No, I can't say I did.
Yeah.
Seems like a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's quite hyper. He's quite a loud man. He reminds me of Yoshi a lot. Oh. That's what I would compare him to. Oh. He's quite a Yoshi.
Right. One of those.
A whipping it whip. The speed demon.
One of those characters. Yeah. Looks like it's going to be a regular B take, though. They did the usual, take apps control, try and bait the noise. But there is already 3 players here, though.
Indeed, Ben. There was a crossfire on the site, though. Tarus with the first frag takes down Aussie. He's not a fan of the Prince of Darkness. JBA will follow-up kill coming in on a Vanity. JBA will be able to get a second one off towards Pickles before he gets eliminated, but it's all up to Truth now.
Yeah, he's in a bit of a difficult spot. Trials doesn't need to rush this takes too fast, because, I mean, there is only one position where he could have been. But he's already made 1v2. The plant's awkward, though. It's right at the front of site, and the diffuser, he's just carrying on sticking this.
Yeah, just holding the bomb. Gets it for free. Brody will eventually find the kill as well onto Truth, and the first round does go the way of London Lynx. This bodes well. I didn't actually realize as well, Inferno obviously being the first map pick here going into this. This is a whole lot better for London Lynx. They can get themselves, if they do find success here, a pretty good safety net, right? You've got that one map already up. You're going into train off the back of that. That's not the most stable map for Vexed. This actually could be a pretty good lead for them, and especially, Ben, if they get the victory here, as you were saying, that third map could be London Lynx taking this back at a 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing, I just wanted to talk about that round just then. Like, the strat was a bit peculiar. Right, so the CT smoke came in, they put that smoke front of sight just to get the plant, but then they kind of went further than that smoke, which usually you get that smoke and then you try and fall back or you go through CT smoke or something just different and try and play that plant, but instead it was, I don't know, a bit questionable.
Yeah. And,
you know, they've got 2 Deagles here. You got to be thinking Quicks and Truth will be trying to line up some picks here and there. Instead we got some Glocks. Did a bit of a foray at Banana.
Oh, big tack coming through as well. Trouble eventually going to be able to find that kill on Pickles and thinks down Aussie ever so slightly. Just towards 50 HP. Quick, sneaking up on his own some as he actually owns ever. Nice little frag coming out with the Deagle. Gets the headshot off. Causes the commotion towards the A side. They go for the double push down. They both entry in towards Banana, and the flank is there from Quicks as well to get the tag off. This has gone very badly.
Yeah, I can understand getting the push for information, but usually you flash someone in, or you use some kind of grenades to help them. But instead you just get killed by 2 people with Glocks, nothing else.
Yeah.
Especially considering Quick's got that free kill on JBA as well. He was so far up that there could have been some sort of trade. But it looks like they might even lose the guns here, just on Quick's position. I think the M4 will do him quite enough, but Brody probably gets the kill and lives. Based on how far away the players are anyway, but such a weird round though, I don't know. They were playing so, I wouldn't say scared, but they were so defensive.
Yeah.
Like, not much confidence behind the play, I suppose.
It's just the fact as well, though, from that position. I mean, Quicks gets 1 kill with the Deagle, so their instant response is to go for the double face in towards Banana like that. But it was just not smooth at all. Basically just offered themselves up, no flashes, no nothing. They just walk into it. They get annihilated. As soon as you lost those 2 players as well, that's the round. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it was a very weird one, just in the sense that, yeah, I understood the play in the very broad sense that you'd want to do that sort of retroactive play where you're like, we lost a man here, let's try and get some information this side of the map.
Yeah.
Just no grenade use or anything. Like, it was so passive, but also like aggressive in the same way, but just poorly done.
Very passive-aggressive. Like subtweets.
Yeah. I'll agree.
The most passive-aggressive form of social media there is, Ben. Let's see if Quicks is going to be able to do anything too outrageous, though, once again. He found a nice little juicy frag into the prior round. This time, grouped up with Vanity, but that dink is filthy. Brings him down to 15 HP already and stunts the early push.
Yeah, it's quite interesting these 5-7s getting pulled out. So that's the info gotten already there, though. Trouble's very willing. Like the IGL sort of role, they're very willing to take sacrifices. They know when to do it. He knows there's nobody top mid. They still have 3 Banana. this could be quite an issue for Vexed should they go into B.
Got the 3 players there grouped up on the site. JBA with the support of Tarus. And also Trials, Deagle in hand, the 1 UMP and a 5-7 to try and defend this site from the unrelenting force that just sprint their way in. They're getting the majority of the frags though, as the CTs do start to get decimated. Truth as well with a follow-up kill. Adjustment with the AK as he slays, and JBA hits the DECK then.
Yeah, I gotta feel like JBA gets more than, well, at least gets 1, possibly more. Look at the health points. He didn't actually hit, I think he only hit Aussie.
Yeah.
And that was like 19 damage or 20 damage or something like that. He definitely has to get more than 1. Especially considering the situation that he had, like, you know, an SMG, low enemies, they're all running in. Yeah, it's just not enough.
He wasn't prioritised either, obviously. They were focused on the other 2 players. He had a good angle. He should have been able to get something from it, but it just did not go down like that at all. At least they're going to get the save off on Brody. Trouble, nothing really going to work out too well from there. Couldn't even get a kill to at least try to shuffle away towards the very end. Will go down. Brody holds on to that M4 armor and smoke though.
Yeah, second round in a row for him to save. And, you know, the money's not great. They did force into that round. The question is, what do they do around the M4s? Typically, you'd have the M4 be sort of like a backup man while they all did a push down banana or something like that. But instead, they're going for the same setup again, 3 banana with Trouble with Brody. So Trouble can act as the information man or the bait, whichever setup they try and use. And this is quite aggressive. I do like seeing the gun get used aggressively. But not quite.
You've got to aim though. That's the issue, Ben. You do have to aim.
But hang on, they could be able to pull some kills back here though. If they keep running into banana, they're taking a chance.
Ooh, JBA with the USP. Just get the frag off. Switch out to the P250 as well. It's a bit of a gangster play, but nothing really going to work out for him. Does go down, as he is now lifeless on the ground. And Vexed, they get the 3 rounds off the back of the reset. Finally, London Lynx can pump the cash back into the affair, though. They do have the M4s coming through. A little bit utility sprinkled in there as well. Tons of flashbangs. They've all got smokes. They've got the 1 HE. Is this going to be the game changer?
Yeah, I've liked London Lynx in the past where they've been able to whip out the AWP. Like Brody was quite a prominent user of that AWP whenever I've seen them in the past. And I would say he was a major influence in their victory against Endpoint and a major influence in the other games as well. So I feel like this is, you know, there was possibly a chance where they did half buy maybe, like, you know, pistol armor just to try and get the AWP out. But it seems like they're willing to take a chance, see if we can get it done with rifles only.
Trials arms with the see. They're both going to go for the tap, but no one actually connects onto the elbow. The marksman's not working out fantastically. Vanity with the first entry, the FPL boy. Can he get the kills? Does get the first bend as the adjustment is there, but Ozzy's also on the site to deal some death. It's only up on Brody and Tarus already. They might as well just save at this point. What can they really get up to?
Yeah, definitely. When the site gets lost that quickly with no kill in return, you kind of just think, well, we're sat in pit, we're sat on the balcony. I guess it's time to save.
You know, you might as well back off, sit in pit, crouch, whip out your iPhone, play a game of Guns of Boom.
Optional.
Yeah.
Other mobile games
are available, of course.
But Guns of Boom is preferred.
little game of Guns of CS.
Guns of CS. Gun game. We'll play some Arms Race.
Arms Race was sick. But
you say was as if it's gone.
Yeah, I know, but I mean like actual gun game.
Oh, actual
sort of.
gun game. Yeah. Turbo gun game.
Yeah.
Where it automatically changes the gun for you.
That was good.
Yeah.
I missed that.
On the special gun game maps as well, yeah. Yeah, the Simpsons map was good.
No, it was a good map.
Although it did annoy me sometimes when you play against a cheater and those bushes, you could shoot through them properly.
Just getting done in through bushes constantly. Yeah. Homer Simpson just coming in out of a bush.
Yeah, do miss a bit of gun game. I think Trouble's buy here indicates that he's probably going to drop the AWP next round. So everybody else has got armor, or invested pistol and armor. He's bought a single flash and that's it. He's got the flash ready for Trials to take a peek. Gosh, there's nothing there for him. Vexed are really loving this banana control so far. Like, they're very willing to put, you know, heavy manpower towards that side of the map.
They've been confident with the actual pressure they've been applying towards the B site. And they've actually done a good job of forcing those rotates off as well, and being able to get the backstabs off. rather than being quick going for the flank this time around, you do have Truth with his duo in Vanity there as they're just lying in wait. Could he be able to get some audio cues as well? This could be a huge plan to JBA. Actually, JBA goes undetected then. But unfortunately, the rest of his teammates are being slain on the bomb site. Can he really get up to too much, or is he even going to get a chance? Finds the adjustment, the frag on Vanity, grabs himself to the Kalashnikov as well. But they need to realize what is occurring towards Balcony. As Truth slides his way around, it's a free frag onto Roos. Even though they've rotated over, the B site's already been claimed. The bomb doesn't even have to go to B at this point.
The CTs don't have a man in either site right now.
Yeah.
They managed to lose both bomb sites, which is quite bizarre, if I'm honest. But at last, they have gone to that smaller site, and they do know there's one player towards CT, who they've now taken out, and it's just JBA. He needs to get a 5-man to win this round.
JBA.
No kit either.
He's given it, Ben. Finds the first kill on towards Aussie. It would need to be the ace for him to win it, as he is pushing up. One of the players doesn't know if he gets the kill as well, as JBA goes huge, slays everyone.
Oh, he sprayed sorry as well.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
That was filth. He's mopped them up like a spilt drink, Ben.
Ooh. I liked the play from Vexed, not to be honest. Just, you know, you don't expect both of the players to be one of them close pushing, the other one right behind him pretty much, but they gave that option of the spray transfer. Like that shot on Aussie as well. You know, you can see him feeling himself a bit here, can't you? You see like the pre-fire taps.
Yeah.
But this spray transfer, though, you give him the option, and he'll take it.
That was beautiful, to be fair. An ace or headshots with the AK. Puts them into a good position as well, but the double up setup comes through. They're going to pump all the money into it and see if it is going to work. It can be quite a risky factor, Ben. They need to find some pretty instant success with it. And JBA is running so much of a risk. The Molotovs there, the double ticker, the damage just brings him down to 28 HP. He is not in a good spot. And Brody, uncharacteristic of him, normally he hits those.
Yeah, both Orbs had a bit of a struggle in the opening second of this round.
They had weak knees, Ben.
They've got some burnt knees. I think it'll be a safe one. For
Charred leg.
Fresh meat off the bone. But alas, the Orbs, they have been identified though as the other side of this thing. They now know there are 2 Orbs in play. And London Lynx can confidently leave JBA alone on that B side, even though there's been such pressure all game so far. They're very willing to let him be alone for the best part of 30 seconds, really.
And if they cough on him, die as well.
That is true.
Well, trade's coming through. It's 2 frags in favour of London Lynx. Vexed eventually going to be able to get the counter pick back onto Trials. Now, Truth, just playing from the off angle, the Molotov goes adjusting past his head. It was a bit of a slow adjustment there with his crosshair, but eventually finds that frag. Brody's on the site. He is low. If they push him at the same time, he'll really only be able to get the snipe on one of them. He misses it as well. It allows them to find that frag now, Ben, and things are getting awkward, especially when trouble goes down like that. It's another save for JBA. What a waste of money, really, there as well from the Orcs coming through like that. Nothing done with them. JBA went for the early confidence play, completely negated by the Molotovs. Left on the 20 HP we see him on today. Brody, just a little bit flustered maybe on the peak towards mid. I mean, normally we've seen him be quite consistent with the AWP, especially on this map, on Mirage as well. It seemed like that's where he's actually performed possibly to his best and been a very effective set piece for the side, but not tonight. At least if JBA survives through this, they can hold on to the AWP.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that we can see from that round, though, is the fact that Truth was able to abuse that apps again. You know, he was able to walk out on the balcony. That smoke was put down by him, and it's a one-way smoke that you're able to get out of there with. And Aussie's just lost that AWP as well, and if JBA lives, doesn't tempt fate, but that means Vex didn't keep that AWP. Although their economy doesn't need it, it's still, you know, you've lost $6,000 minimum of equipment right there. Obviously, they don't care about it. They primarily rifle anyway. They haven't got a dedicated AWPer like some teams do. And the half buy comes in behind this AWP, and you've got to be thinking, JBA, he's on a lone mission again. They're very willing to let him do it. You know, they know he can get quite hyper-aggressive or hyper-pumped if you just let him go on his own, do his own thing.
It's like, do you remember that old clip of Mo in Inferno? When he's like, you 4 stack A, I'll take B solo. And they're like, are you sure? And they lose A, and they all die. He's like, how have you lost A, man? It's 4 guys on A. What are you doing, man?
Might need to have a look at Mo Rage compilation.
Mo TV moments, the classic. All Trials gives away the game, and unfortunately his teammate and all goes down. Does actually get the headshot at least.
It's a very rough battle.
A little bit awkward, Ben. And they're pushing in hard against the Trials. Finds that frag. He's still alive and kicking.
Ooh. Quicks didn't actually catch him, and the timing again. Quicks didn't see him, I don't think.
Trials.
Oh, I think Quicks did see him just about on like the shoulder or something when he got on the corner.
You can see why he wants to be hyper.
Yeah.
Bouncing around, trying to go for these plays. Has the bomb as well. That's the key point. They have to push towards him. It's a 1 versus 2. They need to play together and all. They cannot afford to give him 2 1v1s here because Trials will run away with that quite happily. Molotov does block his vision a little bit. He's going to work out what's going on, but Pickles just goes for it.
Quicks has thrown the molly down, and Pickles has ran through all of it. I mean, I would like to think that was an orchestrated play, but I'm not too sure.
It's a little bit balls to the walls crazy.
Yeah, it seemed a bit wild. I think would be
he's throwing caution to the wind there, Ben.
Yeah, he's just gone a bit.
And the wind came back with very intense heat on his knees.
And Pickles brought some weaponry with him.
What do you get if you roast a pickle? Do people barbecue pickles?
Don't think you barbecue them, do you?
They had breakfast pickles at the hotel in Poland.
No.
Yeah, you can have a breakfast pickle.
Breakfast pickle.
Breakfast gherking, but you know.
No.
They're basically the same thing, aren't they?
They are the same thing. Yeah. Breakfast gherkin.
I ate 17 of them. Well, look at this. They've been undetected. They've gone for the stealthy play. The Molotov will now give the game away, but it's pretty much already too late at this point. The bomb's going to go down. They can fall back. They can play from the post plants. Brody peeks out, but Brody, whiffing. He's struggling to get it together. And when he does compose himself, it's too late as he has been lopped out. The last triplet squad will sprint their way up mid as well, Ben, but in reality, what can they actually achieve here?
Yeah, there's nothing much that can be achieved. It's, you know, you'd hope that you get a chance at Vanity or Pickles, but neither of those players seem, you know, well, Vanity is willing to take a fight, but Pickles is, you know, he's just straight out. I'm not risking this. No point. And Truth cleans up. 7-2, and you know, consider that Lynx won the pistol, and the other round they got was JBA getting a 5-man in a 1v3 as well. It's not looking great.
Yeah, not really rounds you can ever expect or rely on to win consistently. Yeah. It's just, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's been a case of, it feels like Vexed are just running the map right now, I suppose is the best way of putting it. Like every prediction Lynx have been making, it's been the wrong one so far.
We see the fast play from JBA once again, but this time actually does get the kill and the further tag. Trials able to come through and punish Pickles early on. There's only 3 players left on Vex. They can actually afford to now fall back, rotate back round towards the A site. You can leave JBA there. He's gotten the deep control towards bottom banana. Vanity and the rest of the troublesome terrorists slip their way up now towards A. They need to go huge, Ben, and they don't have the chance. The double phase comes through. It's only Quicks to find a single kill, and they are done for.
And finally, a prediction goes their way.
Yeah.
They send 3 banana, they get the 2 opening kills, and from there, the A players were able to hold very confidently. And that's, you know, a sign of things to come, hopefully, because Truth has previously been able to walk out that apps apartment and kill anybody he wants.
The thing is as well, though, it's just how many times can you really effectively do that? Because Vexed, now off the back of that play, I mean, that's like one of the first rounds we haven't really seen the early utility lobbed up towards top banana that would have negated JBA pushing down. I mean, the Molotovs have kept him at bay the majority of the time. They're actually going to keep very far away from banana here as well. That's the 3-player setup. It's still there. They haven't got a read yet. They won't know to rotate off trouble just yet. Looks like he's now starting to deviate back towards the A site. So timing's everything, Ben.
The apps person is going to come in and it's going to be on Tarus. He needs to get minimum 2 of these players coming through apps. But unfortunately, he might get caught out by the single flash from Quicks when it comes up, or Pickles, whichever player throws it. The flash doesn't do enough.
Yeah.
Obviously, he committed to the push. Nobody else has followed him. And, you know, they're in a rough spot now. There's 3 players here.
You would not be happy if you're in that scenario. You're not going to be happy with your team. They basically baited him.
Yeah, literally. You know, you trust the flash. You go through.
You've got to go with it. Even if it didn't land in there. Oh, it's not something you're going to know. Quicks, though, the IGL. The brains over Brawn as he hits him with a triple kill. He's taken off a glove, Ben, slapped him on the cheek with it. Challenged them to a duel, and they've lost the duel.
All 3 of them.
Yeah. One after another.
One glove slap across all 3 faces.
Yeah, all 3 faces.
I mean, just as I was saying, that round, you know, was messed up a bit.
It was a disaster from the standpoint of it. It just seemed like, you know, Aussie's just been sold to Sauron, and that was it.
And everybody else has just gone, well, I'm not doing that.
I'm not having a push.
And then thankfully Quicks has made a
good
play.
Yeah,
he's made a very good play.
I'll just kill them all, shall I?
And thankfully, you know, we're seeing him go for the ace. Unfortunately, not going to get it, though. No. Guess his face. Sent. Where does it want to be sent to? Because it's gone.
Back to Sweden.
Back to Sweden. Okay, fair enough.
First class mail.
First class mail.
Business class.
It's in the mail.
Yeah.
Like, it's that second kill that kind of confirmed it. From there, Trouble was definitely going to die either way.
Yeah.
But, you know, the composure to get the third anyways.
That's the thing. As soon as he kills the pit player, it gives him the opportunity. You push out Balk. If he goes down, get a trade. It's not that bad. But he actually just did it all on his lonesome anyway, just on his Todd.
Yeah. We're seeing quite a lot of that from this Vexed side so far. There's been a lot of one player getting 2/3 kills. And then after the round decided, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, like, it kind of, it's, because Inferno is quite a big map. It's like, what, 15-second rotate from each site? So if a site drops in 10 seconds, like it did just then, you're just thinking, nah, can't rotate to that. I'll be honest. That site is gone. They've been quite loud on quad, from what we could hear from Truth's POV just then. You could hear them on the balcony at quad. And again, this B presence is, as I said before, it's very prominent. They're very willing to use it a lot. And they don't seem too bothered. They're like, well, if they want to stack it, they can stack it. We're not too asked about that.
Yeah. Charles is ready with a smoke in his hand as well for this push to come around. As soon as he hears the audio cue, he can get that smoke out. Just waiting to support Trouble. They are getting close now, Ben. This could be the play. Smoke goes down instantly from the contact. They're going to push their way straight through it. Aussie looks, but he's blind. He's no daredevil either, Ben. He can't do it. He had no idea what was going on.
Truce has timed this pullback perfectly, really, but not much support from JBA. He gets the first guy, but that Sound 7-4 has probably beat him there, if I'm honest. He needed more bullets. And Truth!
All right. He's woken up. He's had his Weetabix or other unbranded cereal as he carries on to try and just slay everyone that dares to defy him. It's all up to Trials now as well, and Trials is being flanked. Ooh, straight into the bomb site. There's Blind Truth. Cheeky little adjustment with a crosshair, but there is Quicks from the rear, and he will end him.
Another round where a player has got 2+ kills and basically decided the entire round. Like, he got those 3 kills, I would say opening. It was opening into the site, and you know, that basically decided it, right? 9-3 now. The money on London's side is very poor. You've got to be thinking at some point, ooh, friendly fire.
Trouble's been stabbed. He's been shanked, Ben.
He's been stabbed.
On some
that
Lego.
was a bad call. Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Just spat on Ben. Spits.
More of this Apps aggression. They're going into Truth right now, and he's dealt with this push before. Doesn't do it that time, though. But in the previous round, when they have pushed him, he's dealt with both players, and in this game, he's just been running through Apps and dealing with all of them.
He's good at dealing with multiple men at the same time, Ben. He knows what he's about. Trials and Trouble, the last 2 remaining members on the CT side now for London Lynx, as they will quickly try and reposition, see what they can actually get going for themselves. I mean, in reality, it's probably just worth the save. Like, you're not going to get much. Trials on 5 HP. He has Deagle, he has an AK. Just save it. Trouble doesn't have armor. You've only got 30 HP. He can try and play for the exit frags if he's confident.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really seem like it's worth it.
He would be on 53 HP if it weren't for the spit.
For the little stab, yeah, for the spit in the early game.
Yeah. Might be winnable there.
Yeah. That was rough. That's what you get. Don't spit on your teammates.
We can never tell now. There was a time when we didn't get spit on.
Yeah. The unspat timeline.
Yeah.
That could have been the victory.
So he might have had more confidence as well.
Yeah. The internal tilt that might have happened.
Yeah, exactly. Having to wipe the extra second in spawn where he's gone, I need to clean that.
Yeah. My goodness.
Oof.
It's that Roblox noise.
Ooh.
My goodness. The buy will come back through though. They've got the armor. They've got the M4s. They've got the AKs. But do they have confidence, Ben?
I'm going to go with not right now.
No, probably not. It doesn't seem like it. They seem very stagnant. They look a bit deflated.
What else are they?
Well.
There we go.
Shout out to Snods. Push coming up towards the A site as they are going to try and go for a fast play and see if they can just bombard them down, it seems. Early in for Aussie. Where's Wally? Mid.
Good that we solved that.
We've got that
oh, that's probably a shot you should have missed. But that should be the instant call, though. That should be the instant call. You've seen 3 players get moving on this A site. If you're able to catch them out, this should be an easy round for you.
Oh, Tarus with the spray down and gets 1 in the end. If he could have got a little bit more, tried to at least halt the push for a while, so the backstab would have been able to do so, and it might have worked out better, but he did his best. Goes down in the end, leaves it in a level playing field, a 3 versus 3, but the T's are going to have the favour here. They're in positions that work out fantastically for them, especially when Truth takes on Trials in a battle of the T's.
Truth is like the landlord of that apartment, this guy.
He's got the keys on a little key ring on his belt. You know, he goes down to check the boiler. He goes, oh, it looks all right.
Yeah, and he's screaming, have you paid your rent?
Yeah.
And then he just goes,
you paid your fridge tax.
Fridge tax.
Yeah, you got to pay the fridge tax, man. It's a new tax.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah, it's fresh for 2018. Fridge tax. Oh, Pickles on the push around. Didn't expect the man hiding up top on the gazebo.
And that should mean that they save again, but I'm just trying to think how many rounds have they actually saved. Yeah. Consider Brody's got 9 deaths.
Yeah.
Trouble's got 10. JBA's got 10. They've lost 11 rounds.
I think they should rename to Building Society Lynx because they save so much.
But 11-3, you know, it's the same thing as that endpoint game, right? I was saying the CT side's always the issue.
Yeah.
And then Lynx went on their T side. But it's also, their CT side isn't that great either. So, you know, we're seeing that in effect right now, obviously. JBA being a new inclusion to this team, it might make things a bit difficult.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been that small site that's been the issue, to be fair. It's been, you know, overall the movement on the A site. Trials has got a heck of a mission here. They can't do anything.
No. Trials has been punched in the jaw. The rest of his teammates are getting absolutely toe-punted out of the server. Things are looking rough, to say the least, Ben, as the rotate comes around. Brody, armed with the AWP. But does he have anything hidden up his sleeve? Potentially a round win or a missing grenade? The latter.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised that grenade missed until I saw it actually. There we go. That's gone to the correct spot.
Ooh. Tarus trying his best, but he is left in a 1 versus 3 now and has to do something quick, smart. Big Dinks comes through. That is going to be the kill. Quicks will take him down. 12-3 at the half in favor of Vex. Now, tremendous start on Inferno. Just what they need as well, because you kind of needed to get the victory over London Lynx and Inferno, right? This is the map where they've kind of shown they do have a lot going into it. Had the win versus Endpoint. They've had moments of greatness on it. This is, I would say, one of their better maps. So getting an early victory here is going to bode well. You also have the safety net. And, as you were saying, confidence is a big issue for a lot of these players. If they get a nice little early win, the morale will probably stay quite high. Heads aren't going to droop, and they're going to be able to carry on. Yeah,
I mean, the big part about this as well, though, is the game's still not over.
No, that's very true.
We don't know how strong Vexed CT side is on Inferno.
Could be weak, like a soggy biscuit.
Or just like Endpoint's one.
Yeah.
Even worse. So, yeah.
Like with the pink lady wafers. Do you remember those? Like a pink lady wafer that's been dipped in milk. It was slightly too long.
Oh.
I don't know why you'd want that.
What about some newspaper that's been in the water? Oh, horribly soggy.
Soggy newspaper just kind of turns into like.
It gives me
mush,
goosebumps.
It loses. Yeah, it's weird.
It's horrible.
Did you ever do paper mache?
Paper mache?
Yeah.
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 I remember doing it
when I was the glue on the newspaper.
When I was 7, I remember coming home from school feeling really sick because of the smell of it all day. Ooh. And then I came home and watched the Recess, the movie. It was a good time.
Yeah, it's good.
A green tambourine.
Yeah. Well then, let's get back into the paper mache action here. Which team is going to make the better model? Let's find out then.
Hopefully somebody can build a good CT side.
I'll believe it when I see it. Push comes around as they bombard their way up towards this A site. Nice little early tag. Trials Tarus, the boys over on that T side, actually being quite a nuisance. Truth as well. Forced to fall back, decides to fight it. But you should have just floated away, as that would have been a better option in that scenario. Trickles as well, comes through on JBA. There's a 3 versus 3, but Quicks needs to get this further frag, has to try and put the pressure on them, and needs to do it soon. A big spam of bullets comes through, gets up close and personal, hits him with a biff uppercut, and they have to build from here.
They've already identified the one player on site, and the one player in parent is just Tarus. He's going to get pushed from both sides now. He has to find the 1v1, and he can't. I mean, I would say that was a good retake from them, but at the same time, they've been isolated quite easily in those 1v1s. Yeah. Treble was in apps. He was forced to take that fight. Player in pit was stuck there, and the player on site didn't get a chance. You know, he's being shot from so many different angles. And that pistol round, you know, we're saying 13-3. If they convert this one round now, obviously there'll be an eco from London Lynx here, usually. Yeah. Because you'll then buy the next round anyway. But you convert this 14-3, and yeah, you're looking at a hell of a hill to climb up. You know, 14-3. If you want to win in regulation, it's 16-14 straight up. You need to win 13 in a row.
Stacking here. They are. Again for the
they know it would be full eco. How many players can... Ooh, I was going to say, how many can he wipe out?
Yeah, just the one, apparently, but luckily Quicks is there. This should be the cleanup crew. He's gone in with a flamethrower. He's burnt them all down. They're all gone, Ben. Dead. There is no trace left. The virus has been eliminated. Good work.
Nice little round of applause for him. And here comes that buy. And just look at the utility. 3 flashes, 3 smokes, and a HE. Not what you really want to be seeing from your first buy when you're down 14-3. You'd be hoping for a bit more. But this is what they're going to have to deal with. I would arguably say this is the game point myself. Just by the fact that next round's buy will not be any better if they do lose.
Yeah.
And you can see it. Look how cautious they're taking, because they know every grenade means a hell of a lot. Like, we need to be able to use these grenades in such an effective way. Because we don't have many of them. Oh, jeez. That
flashbang was good. Everyone was buying towards mid. Trouble was so low and then eventually killed. Yeah, walked into the Molotov with his own devices. He'd had enough of being alive. Just gave up on this cruel world. Ben, as Pickles comes in with a double kill as well. JBL is the only one to actually fight through, but from a distance, he is struck down by Aussie. The Prince of Darkness, always up to his old tricks.
Vanity's just dropped his gun to get that AK at mid, but it doesn't feel like Tarus actually hurt him.
He's got cloth ears, Ben.
Cloth ears?
Cloth ears. And you don't hear footsteps. Cloth ears.
Cloth ears.
Cloth ears.
That's a new one. Oh, look at that P90 buy from Quicks. The taser's out from Pickles. He's throwing it on someone else. Hiding that injustice.
What's he going to do with this? Is he actually...
He's probably just going to rush mid, to be honest. He'll nade down and just run straight there.
Give me the Quicks cam, Jake.
There he goes. Nade down. It's like me in a matchmaking game. Come on, let's go. Is he going to go through the fire?
Oh, no, he's going for the underpath.
I wanted the fire play.
He's going for the backstab. It looks like he might not even get there. Oh, maybe he will, actually. His teammate's dead.
Just in time.
Oh, a bit of an awkward spam. Gets the first. There's the second. It's almost like he's aimed.
Almost. He's got 4 bullets left in that M4 if it doesn't reload. But he actually plays a bit safe. He goes back, and I assume he's going to sit in pit or get on the apps balcony, maybe. Yeah. Bit safer.
Yeah. It's the right decision to make as well, as Trouble should walk straight into his crosshairs. Trouble with the adjustment with the deagle. A quick flick.
Yeah, this is still winnable. He's got full armor. He's got flash and a smoke. Both players are playing with each other, which, you know, good move in a 2v1. But should Trouble get a good spray here, be very, very rough. They've given him time to reposition as well.
This could bode very well, Ben. Actually going to get into the backline. Vanity's going for the spot, the jump face, to try to spot out his head. Didn't actually detect him, though. They have no clue where he is. This is in the palm of his hand. He gets up behind them. There's the first frag. It's all up to Vanity now. He's going to try and fall back. Gets the flashbang out as well to delay. Vanity jumps on the bomb. Looks like he is just going to go for the full commit, but he doesn't know where he is. He can't find him through the smoke. That is the roughest way to lose a game. Not how you want it to go at all, but unfortunately for Trouble, kills him just after the defuse, meaning Vexed have found victory on Inferno.
And 16-3.
Not good.